Crystal, thank you. Thank you. This is amazing. Look at this. This is fantastic. Who wants me to sing up here? Anybody? Yeah, you really don't, actually. Folks, I'm going to tell you just a little bit about me so you know who I am, so you have an understanding of why I'm in this fight. I am Arizona's story. I am from Arizona, born and raised. I'm a fourth-generation Arizonan. I'm a product of Arizona's public schools. Like many people out there, I have relied on public schools to help me advance. I'm the first in my family to go to college. And boy, is that like so many of our young people who are looking for an opportunity. And I got it through the chance to have a good public education. My path was through the Army. I joined the military when I was 17. I did it to keep up with my wife because she was coming to U of A and was going to leave me behind if I didn't catch up. And it was one of the best decisions I ever made because it changed my life. I then came home again. I did go to ASU for undergrad. Growing up here, I know I got a thumbs down. Only one, I'm surprised. Only one. But I went to ASU and she went to U of A when it was an affordable place, when you could go and make it to yourself and get a chance to make something of yourself. That's not the case today, folks. It costs a lot to get through our university system. I came back again. I worked at the state legislature, so I know exactly what I'm getting into. And for the last 12 years, I have been an educator myself. I've been a professor. And it is a great gig. But in 2014, I was sick and tired of watching what the legislature was doing to public education, folks. It is a deliberate strategy to destroy public education and to privatize it. It is that specific. And I knew then, much like I know now, is that if we don't stand up for that, we are going to accept a society of haves and have-nots immediately. If we don't stand up for public education, then this idea of the American dream, this notion that you can make it from anywhere, we're going to lose as a country. I wasn't ready for that, and in 2014 I stepped up. And as Crystal said, we got within 0.5% of winning. 0.5%. And this time, folks, we are getting over the top. We are going to make it happen. We're going to make it happen. So what's going to change in Arizona when we do? Let's sit and think about this for a second. Let's dream of our new Arizona. First and foremost, we are going to fully fund public education, folks. Number one. If you don't remember anything else from this, know that you will never have a governor more committed to public education than me. In addition, you teachers out there, we are going to roll back our fascination with standardized testing, and we're going to let you teach again, which I'm very excited about as an educator myself. That's number one. Second, we're going to stop using immigration as a political ploy, folks. We're just going to stop it. First and foremost, what are we going to do? Hyman, we're going to support our dreamers. Understand one thing, my friend. You, in my eyes, are as American as I am, and so I stand by you. I know you're working hard to contribute to the only country that you know, and we're going to continue to work with you so that we can help you continue to contribute to Arizona. So stay with us. Stay with us. We're also going to stop using it as an economic ploy, as a political ploy, because it hurts us economically, and it's dividing families. Just last Sunday, I spent my Sunday, my Father's Day, with my daughter Lola. We went to Tornillo, Texas, outside of El Paso, because when I heard that they were building tents for children, like the tent cities we had here in Arizona, I knew we had to go. And we spent our Father's Day marching with Beto O'Rourke and Joe Kennedy, and it was, thank you, it was an amazing day. And so I am so proud of my 11-year-old daughter Lola. First, she got a little shaky because there was a lot of people and a big crowd. But she stood strong, and she was the leader. And when it was over, she told my wife, Lori, she said, Mama, I yelled as loud as I could so the kids inside could hear us, so that they knew we had not abandoned them. And it was amazing, and I'm very, very proud of her. So we're gonna stop that, number two. Number three, we are going to make Arizona a solar superpower, folks. We need to do that for our sustainability. We need to do that for our economy. We have got to make sure that we are investing in our environment in Arizona, number three. Number four, we are going to focus on gun safety in Arizona. That means making sure that our campuses are safe. And teachers, we're not going to hand you a weapon to go to your classroom. It's just not going to happen. And so we're certainly going to do that, number four. And so those are the key things we're going to focus on here in Arizona. So how are we going to get there? We're going to get there, folks, when we increase voter turnout. It's that simple. Voter turnout, voter turnout, voter turnout. Arizona, we need to make sure that our voting population looks like our general population. That's not the case right now. It means our voting population needs to get younger, more diverse, and reflect the diversity of Arizona. That's what we need to do. The exciting part is we have so many people working on this, our campaign and others that are going to make it happen. Billy said go out and tell 5 people. Go out and tell 10 people. And more particularly, go out to 10 people that you think aren't connected right now to politics. Get them connected. Tell them that there are people out there that are in this fight, that are real, that are ready to take it on. Give them a little bit of hope. Give them a glimpse of what Arizona can and will look like come November 7th. We can make this happen. And it's a simple process. It's getting people excited, getting them to the polls. And when we do that, when we step up in those numbers, we win. And when we win, folks, Arizona will change. And the last thing, to Crystal's point, just to show you what we're going to do, when we win this, we will be a national story. And we're going to be a national story because Arizona, the place that is known for a lot of anti-Latino hate in this state, for Joe Arpaio and Russell Pierce and getting rid of 1070 and the wall, folks, with your help, Trump is going to, it's not going to be a newspaper, it's going to be a tweet we're going to send him to tell him that Arizona did just elect a guy named Garcia governor of Arizona.
Hell yes!
Thank you very much.